So how do we present the option of CareLink Advantage to family members and seniors? This part of the training session might be the most important of all of them, might be the most critical of all of them. Let me start out by saying that, over the years, I've talked to hundreds of caregivers who many have cried, telling us about the impact that CareLink had on their lives and their ability to take care of their loved ones, the safety of their loved ones, the ability to keep their loved ones living independently for an extra year, an extra year and a half, or maybe all the way to the end of life. But I've also spoken to many social workers who have called me up and said, here's the son's name, or here's the daughter's name, give them a call, but they're not really open to it. They're pretty negative about it. But I, told them you'd give them a call anyway. And then I've called them, and when I answered their questions or their concerns and clarified some things for them, all of a sudden there's been a 180-degree flip. And they're saying, oh, well, if that's what it does, oh, if that's how it does it, God, yeah, that would really help. Yes. And I've also spoken to many social workers over the years who have said, it's so frustrating. I see families that could use it, and I tell them about it. I start to tell them about it, and at some point they just go, yeah, no, that doesn't sound like it's for us. That sounds too complicated. No, I don't want to bother. Those last two statements really concern me. So let's have a look at how we should present it. And when I say we, I'm talking about CareLink Advantage in conjunction with the social worker. I view the social worker's role, really there's two parts to the role. The first part of the role is to recognize when a family could really benefit from this. When a family is truly worried, really concerned about the time that their loved one is going to be alone during the day and the time that they're going to be alone during night. Recognize when a family is going to burn out, when the level of safety just isn't enough for them. Once you've recognized that, I see your other role to solely get them in communication with us. In other words, turn to the family caregiver and say, hey, I'd like you to consider something in your care plan. It's a service called CareLink Advantage. It'll make your caregiving role a lot easier. It'll allow you to take care of your mother a lot easier. It will keep your mother a lot safer than if it wasn't part of the care plan. So at that point, all I really want you to do is to say to them, let me get somebody from CareLink Advantage to reach out to you, tell you about it, answer all your questions, give you whatever clarifications you need, and then you and I will talk, and if you want it in your care plan, I'll arrange for it, and if you don't want it in your care plan, that's fine. It's your choice. At that point, family members may say, well, what is it? Can you tell me about it? How does it work? This is where I say, time out, please. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Do not try and explain it to them. Do not try and tell them what it is and how it works. Let me give you an analogy. If you gave me a 1-hour seminar on wound care, and then you 6 months later asked me to describe wound care to someone, I would get it partially right, but there is no way I would get it completely right. There's no way I have the experience to draw from to answer questions about little, differences with this client and that client. So when I go back to CareLink Advantage and think of that, we have hundreds and hundreds of installations. We've seen all kinds of things. We've seen every quirk you could imagine within a home or within a family dynamic. We have the examples to answer their questions and to give them a clearer picture of what it is they're considering. So for those reasons, if we, as in social workers and CareLink Advantage, want to give these families the opportunity to really look at it and make a decision for themselves as to whether it makes sense for them, we got to give them all the information. It's wrong of me to ask you to do it. It's wrong of me to think that you would have the ability to do it without having the background and the experiences that we have. We have shown you the equipment. We have shown you how it works and so forth. We've done this to give you a level of comfort with respect to the system. We want you to have a level of comfort so that you can recognize when it would be needed and you can be comfortable in recommending it to families in a care plan. We're not showing it to you so that you can answer questions and present it. Please, I'm begging you, don't answer questions and don't try and present it. Simply give them the opportunity to have a look at it through us. If we can present it to more families in a complete manner, I think more families will be adding it to their care plan. And if we can add it to more care plans, we can help caregivers last longer before they burn out. We can keep seniors safer, and we can keep seniors living in their home for longer. We keep seniors living in their home for longer. We can leverage those resources, those dollars and cents, and spend them on more seniors, giving them more care. It just makes so much sense for everyone involved. In summary to this little clip, recognize when a family might need it in their care plan, when it might benefit their care plan and be more powerful than just home support on its own, and then put the family in touch with us so that we can present it. Please do not try and explain what it is, how it works, what the parts are, if they need internet, if they don't need internet. Leave that to us, and let's see if we can take care of more people.